Airports are designed to feel safe. Security scanners, uniformed staff, bright lighting, and endless announcements create the impression that everything is under control. But the truth is, airports are some of the most active hunting grounds for thieves. Every year, countless travelers lose valuables, often without realizing it until much later. The shocking part is how systematic these thefts are. Thieves don't act randomly. They observe, profile, and select their targets with precision. In this video, we'll expose exactly how airport thieves pick their next victims, the mistakes travelers make that make them stand out, and what you must do to avoid becoming the next story of something lost that will never return. Stay with us, subscribe, and let's break down the hidden playbook of airport theft. Chapter 1. The Psychology of Airport Theft. Thieves thrive on predictability. In airports, nearly everyone follows the same steps. Check in, drop off luggage, pass through security, wait at the gate, board, and claim baggage. This routine makes airports incredibly convenient for criminals because they know where people will be distracted. More importantly, they know when you'll have your hands full and your attention divided. Most airport theft doesn't look like a dramatic snatch and run. It looks normal. A bag lifted from a carousel by someone who walks out like any other traveler. A phone disappearing while its owner leans down to tie a shoe. A wallet taken in flight by someone who blends into the darkness of the cabin. The genius of airport thieves lies in invisibility. They act while you're distracted, they dress like everyone else, and they move at the same pace as thousands of genuine travelers. To avoid becoming a victim, you need to understand how they identify who to target. Chapter 2. The Security Checkpoint Trap. Security checkpoints are the most deceptive part of the airport. They look like the most secure place, lined with cameras and uniformed officers. Yet ironically, they are one of the most dangerous spots for theft. Why? Because here, passengers are forced to separate from their belongings. Shoes, belts, laptops, phones, and wallets go into trays and glide away from you on the conveyor belt. For those 30 seconds when your items disappear into the X-ray machine and you're stuck waiting to be scanned, your valuables are unattended. That's when thieves strike. Some work in pairs. One moves quickly through security and positions themselves at the exit of the belt. The other deliberately stalls the line, removing jewelry slowly, or claiming they forgot something in their pocket. While you're stuck waiting, your bag emerges on the other side, vulnerable. The person who went ahead simply, mistakenly, collects it, blending into the crowd before you even notice. Even more unsettling, some thefts have been traced to insiders. There have been documented cases of staff slipping items out of trays under the pretense of inspecting them. While rare, this proves that even the most secure spaces aren't foolproof. The solution? Think about the order you load items. Put non-essential items first, then bulkier bags and valuables last. That way, your phone and wallet spend the least time unattended. Travel experts also recommend placing small valuables inside larger items, like tucking your phone inside a jacket pocket before sending it through. The biggest mistake travelers make here is trying to be quick and courteous, rushing through, letting trays pile up, and losing sight of their belongings. Thieves exploit this politeness. Slow down, wait for space. Watch your items from start to finish. Chapter 3. The Airport Bathroom Dilemma. Bathrooms may feel private, but they are one of the least secure environments in any airport. If you're traveling solo, you face a classic problem. What to do with your bags? Leave them outside and they might vanish before you return. Bring them inside and you're still vulnerable. The confined space, distractions, and limited visibility create an opportunity. Countless travelers have had bags snatched from right under their stall door. All it takes is one quick hand reaching under, and you can't react fast enough. Experienced travelers use physical connection as defense. They loop backpack straps around their leg. They place carry-ons upright with a foot through the handle. That way, if anyone attempts to move the bag, they're forced to move you as well. If you're traveling with others, take turns. One person stays with the luggage while the other uses the facilities. What you should never do is rely on strangers to watch your things. However kind they seem, the risk is never worth it. And whenever possible, use restrooms beyond security checkpoints, where access is limited to ticketed passengers. Chapter 4. cafes, lounges, and dining areas. Once past security, travelers relax. Coffee shops, restaurants, and lounges create the illusion of safety. This is exactly why thieves love these environments. People set bags down beside chairs, place phones on tables, or hang jackets over seats. Hands are busy eating or scrolling, and attention is gone. The techniques are subtle. Someone might bump a chair, lift a bag, and be gone in seconds. Others use a jacket drop, where a coat is draped over the back of a chair, concealing the theft of a phone or wallet underneath. Lounges aren't immune. In fact, they're often better for thieves because people feel even safer inside them. Prevention here is simple but essential. Keep bags between your feet or on your lap. Slip one foot through the strap. Keep valuables out of sight. And never, even for a moment, leave items behind to fetch food or step away. Chapter 5. Charging stations and digital risks. Airports now advertise convenience. Rows of sleek USB charging hubs invite travelers to plug in and relax. But what most don't realize is that those small USB ports can be the perfect trap. A USB cable isn't just for power. It also transfers data. If the port has been tampered with, malware can be installed silently, giving a thief access to your personal information the moment you connect your phone. The risk is serious enough that some major airports, like Los Angeles International, have issued official warnings advising passengers not to use public USB ports. That kind of announcement doesn't happen unless the threat is real. This technique, known as juice jacking, can expose your contacts, emails, passwords, and even bank details. Even without malware, thieves don't need hacking skills. They just wait for the old-fashioned mistake. Someone plugging in, leaving their phone charging, and walking away for a snack. In less than 30 seconds, the phone is gone. Along with it, digital wallets, boarding passes, and hotel confirmations. To stay safe, seasoned travelers carry their own power banks or use wall outlets with their own chargers. Some even carry USB data blockers, small adapters that allow only power transfer, not data. And above all, they keep their devices in sight. If it's not in your hand, it should be close enough that no one can take it without you noticing. Chapter 6. In-flight theft. When the cabin lights dim and the plane settles into silence, most passengers assume they've left risk behind. But in reality, flights themselves are fertile ground for thieves. On long-haul journeys, when passengers are asleep or distracted by movies, bags under seats or overhead are easy targets. Thieves often work during the quietest hours of the flight. They move as if stretching or reaching for their own bag, unzip another passenger's carry-on, and slip valuables into their pocket. The victim wakes up hours later, still with a bag under the seat, but lighter than before. Cases of organized in-flight theft have surfaced repeatedly, particularly on overnight routes in Europe and Asia. In one infamous case, a group of thieves stole thousands in cash and electronics across multiple flights, targeting passengers who carried their wallets and bags instead of on their person. The key to prevention is keeping valuables physically on you. Crossbody bags worn under jackets, zippered pockets, or even money belts keep your essentials safe. For bags, even a simple clip or carabiner fastening zippers together is enough to deter most opportunists who are always looking for the easiest target. On a plane, deterrence matters more than defense. Chapter 7. Baggage claim. By the time you land, you're tired, eager to leave, and assuming the risk is over. But baggage claim is one of the easiest places for thieves to strike. The area is open to the public. No ticket is required to enter. A thief simply walks in, waits at the carousel, and grabs a suitcase. With so many black roller bags circling the belt, nobody notices when one disappears. This is how most baggage thefts happen, not with speed, but with confidence. A thief lifts the bag casually, walks out with it, and looks exactly like any other traveler. Victims sometimes don't even realize their bag is gone until the carousel stops. Some organized groups go further, coordinating across multiple carousels and watching for luggage that looks valuable. Designer suitcases, brand new hard-shell cases, or even bags tagged for first or business class can all be targets. To protect yourself, move quickly from the gate to the carousel and collect your bag as soon as it arrives. Distinguish your luggage with bright straps, stickers, or colored tags. The less generic it looks, the more obvious it becomes if someone else tries to walk away with it. Many travelers also use Bluetooth or GPS trackers like AirTags, which can alert you if your bag leaves the terminal without you. Chapter 8. The Terminal Exit and Pickup Zone. Outside the terminal, the atmosphere is hectic. Cars line up, horns honk, and travelers juggle phones and luggage while searching for their ride. This chaos makes it the perfect stage for imposters. Some thieves pose as drivers, holding generic name signs or claiming to be rideshare pickups. Others wear reflective vests or carry clipboards, projecting authority. A traveler distracted by the commotion may hand over their bag without hesitation, believing they're dealing with an airport employee. In one reported case, a thief dressed as a porter simply walked up, offered to help with a suitcase, and strolled to the parking garage. The traveler assumed he was official. So did everyone else around them. The suitcase was never recovered. The solution is vigilance. Confirm your driver's identity before entering any car. Rideshare apps allow you to check license plates and driver photos. Always use them. Decline unsolicited offers of help politely but firmly, and keep bags zipped and in hand until you're inside your vehicle. Out on the curb, the appearance of safety is just that, an appearance. Chapter 9. Parking lot and vehicle theft. Many travelers assume their risk ends once their car is parked and locked, but airport parking lots are high-value hunting grounds for criminals. Vehicles sit unattended for days or weeks, making them irresistible targets. Thieves don't just target luxury SUVs. Everyday sedans are just as attractive, easy to resell or strip for parts. Modern thieves often use technology to their advantage. Signal boosters can capture and replicate the frequency of a key fob, unlocking cars without ever touching them. Others disable alarms by quickly disconnecting wires under the hood. Even in secure garages with cameras, these crimes can happen in minutes. To protect your vehicle, park in well-lit, busy areas near entrances when possible. Use visible deterrents like steering wheel locks or pedal bars. Hide valuables, even small items like sunglasses or charging cables, which can tempt thieves. For longer trips, some travelers disconnect the battery entirely, preventing both theft and battery drain. It may seem extreme, but often a thief will move on to an easier car rather than risk drawing attention to themselves. Chapter 10. Luggage tags and home security. Most people see luggage tags as a safety measure, but in reality, they can create a new risk. When your bag displays your full name and home address, you're giving strangers information they don't need. A thief who photographs your tag now knows not only who you are, but also that your home is currently empty. This has led to cases of break-ins, timed to flights. The solution is simple. Don't put your home address on your tags. Instead, list a phone number or email address. If you must include an address, keep it inside the bag rather than outside. Travel security experts increasingly recommend coded luggage tags or QR-coded contact systems that protect your privacy. These allow an airline to return your bag if it's lost, without broadcasting your personal details to everyone passing by. Chapter 11. Geography matters. Not every airport presents the same level of risk. In countries like Japan or Singapore, theft is so rare it's nearly unheard of. Travelers routinely leave laptops unattended in cafes without concern. But in other regions, theft is an art form. In Paris, Rome, and Barcelona, pickpockets operate with skill honed over generations. They work in groups, using distraction to separate you from your bag or wallet. In Southeast Asia, scams can be more subtle. Fake taxi drivers, rigged currency exchanges, or locals offering unsolicited help that turns into harassment. The lesson is not to panic, but to prepare. Before you travel, take a few minutes to research common scams at your destination. Search the city name alongside the word scam or tourist warning. What you learn could save you from losing hundreds of dollars, or worse, your passport. Awareness is the most powerful form of protection. Chapter 12. How thieves choose you. Finally, we come to the core of the issue. How do thieves decide who to target? It's rarely about wealth. It's about behavior. Thieves look for passengers who appear rushed, distracted, or careless. Someone juggling too many items at security. Someone leaving a phone on a cafe table while reaching for a napkin. Someone walking away from a charging station with a device still plugged in. Body language matters too. Travelers who look lost or overwhelmed are more appealing targets than those who move with purpose. A bag loosely slung over one shoulder is easier prey than one clipped securely across the chest. Eric Brown, a former U.S. Green Beret, put it best. Criminals don't go after the hardest person in the room. They go after the easiest. Your goal isn't to lock everything down like a fortress. It's simply to project enough awareness that a thief decides you're not worth the risk. Airports can feel like safe zones, but for thieves, they're opportunity zones. They watch routines, exploit distractions, and strike in moments when you least expect it. From the security checkpoint to the parking lot, each stage of your journey comes with unique risks. But by knowing how thieves operate and refusing to make the mistakes that make you stand out, you can travel with confidence. If this video helped you think twice in the best way, hit like, share it with someone who's flying soon, and subscribe to Epic Voyage for more real-world travel tips that keep you safe and informed. Stay sharp, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.